we're diving into the Land of Dawn for the first match of the final day of Week 7. Again, two things on the line. Playoffs for Rebellion, and it is the upper brackets for RRQ HOSHI.
Let's see what happens here. We can already see that someone like the Farsa that we saw yesterday is going to be able to roam around the map a lot quicker. So perhaps they may be able to use that to their advantage. Try and look for pickoffs on the top or on the bottom and prioritize those winning lanes. But once again here, Vin on the Franco just buying so much time for Albert to scale a lot faster than Fearless.
Also forcing Fearless to use that retribution, but ooh, an even talent prediction here by Axe.
Pretty solid mix, right? But Heiz has got to be careful here. In the top side, though, there's already a duel going on as Fearless actually, no, it's actually Sway Low who's able to secure the Lethal Wanderer. So Albert will just be forced to back up, going on to his own purple buff here. Is in the bottom side, RRQ are looking to play with the 1-1, right? They want to use this winning lane to create a snowball early on. But you guys can snowball in your games by getting into the heads of your opponents with what, Gani? The Battle Emotes MPL 2022 edition.
Back.
Back.
That's RQ's emote, you're right. Thank you. But yeah, now you can see they are already looking for something on the board, realizing 30 seconds are left on the table for the next turtle to spawn.
Oh, Sway Low. Say goodbye to Sway Low, man. That was just an easy pickoff from RRQ. Not much movement there for the Farsa, and that's why the Julian is just so prio, right? That power pick coming in from Clay as well, because we've seen this back in MSC, but we haven't seen it at all during Season 10.
RQ, they're utilizing the chain CC there, and perhaps Rebellion Zion also has a chain CC in that heavy spin, and as well as that I'm offended, but they are seeing the turtle in contention.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, Fearless has the heavy spin. Point Soundwood coming in and asking the retribution battle, which Fearless wins out. Albert pinned down, Dyron in the midst of it all. We Janarko getting the I'm offended onto two members, but look at him. Dyron's still able to bounce out of there. It's just a neutral objective secure for Rebellion, and they back off.
Really good cover by Wijanark and really good disengage by Rebellion Zion. They don't want to commit onto anything more. They're just looking for those objectives. They're staying disciplined, and that's a great route to go for. But now there is going to be a lot of emphasis in that bottom lane as they are going to try to shut down Skylar here.
A very good setup as well from side of Rebellion Zion. They saw a slight window, a small window to take that turtle, and they commit to it. And thus, the first neutral objective will be claimed to the hands of Rebellion Zion. Take a look at Claude's emblem here, talent. He opted for 2 talents on that regeneration. So again, still somehow relying on that emblem to heal himself.
Yeah, both of the junglers going for the Demon Slayer. Again, we're back to just that jungle control, wave control, and obviously fast clears enables these fast rotations that both of the teams need at this point of the game with their compositions. But so far, it has been a very slow game, tempo-wise. Rebellion Zion are mirroring RRQ's movement on the map just to give Heiz a little bit more room to actually scale.
You can see that happening too, right? They look for a pickoff on the board, they don't get it, they move and roam to a different point in the map. They don't want to waste too much time, but they also don't want to overcommit, but the I'm offended lands.
Yeah, forcing the flicker away already here. Vin is forced to disengage. Albert as well. Not really going to be able to look for any kind of fights because Heiz has been tearing up that bottom side actually up against Skylar. Very good laning, and we have kind of mentioned this a bit before, right? The Claude in the current patch has a more efficient way to deal damage in team fights than the Wanwan, who can only use the crossbow attack on the person the weakness points are popped on.
What I do want to note here, ladies and gentlemen, is Rebellion and as well as RQ's XP laner here, Esmeralda and as well as Dyron. Both heroes are fast clearing, but now the second turtle, we'll see.
Let's see, Fearless with heavy spin, he still has it, but Vin wants to go for the suppression. Fearless going to be able to pin Albert down right there 2 times, and that's the retribution coming through. Dyron and Fearless going to be able to secure it right now as Albert's taken low, but still able to get out with the way. The Dragon getting Dyron as well. 1 for 1, a turtle for a kill, but Clay wants to make it a 2 for 1. Fearless still able to get out 1 HP. Rebellion and RRQ trading 1 for 1. Who gets the better value there?
I gotta say, I feel like RRQ got the better value, but oh, suppression.
Bloody Hunt onto Narco, who still has time offended, is able to bring 2 members back, but the Iron Hook brings Narco back as well. Skylar pops the Inspire, able to secure another kill on the board. RRQ leading in gold.
Ooh, wow, what a chain of events happening. It was initially very, very slow, but now they've really stepped up the pace.
Yeah, Heis tapped
Yeah.
on the sprint there, which is going to be a massive
my
resource, but Albert is going to be caught as well. Beautiful Iron Hook by Finn, as the heavy spin actually connects, but Fearless has all of the weakest points popped in. Albert with the Jikunda, with the way the Dragon, too slick for Sway Low, a little bit too fresh as well with the new axe effect, but Dyron doesn't want to let it go. Just like that, he jumps in, able to find compensation. Skylar still has a crossbow tang, but that's the value of the final blow. Getting out of range and being untargetable. Bottom side pushed in. Heis might actually be able to secure a turret right here, and he will.
A very good engage from Albert there, catching Farsa mid wings by wings. Item-wise here, it seems like nothing too fancy just yet. Farsa collected his Clock of Destiny, but 1-1, almost getting that DHS. After that, RRQ HOSHI will be able to somehow look for more fights, but in response to that, Golden Staff almost also secured from the hands of Heis. So again, both gold laners here almost seem to reach their power spike. It seems like more setups from both teams.
Uh-oh, Vin with a Bloody Hunt play in the back lines, getting the enhanced chain onto Sway Low, as in the back lines as well. It's going to be Heis who's able to actually flank. But look at the crossbow attack onto Sway Low, onto Fearless. That's a tanky member, however. Heis doesn't have the sprint. It's going to be immobilized there by the falling sound, but a heavy spin by Fearless is able to peel away for his friends. Dyron getting out with the execute, isn't able to find a kill. R7 in the midst, going for Heis, has the BMI. R7 now caught in Rebellion's jungle. Dyron looking to collapse onto him, but he's a bit too tanky, I believe, for anyone to look for the kill. R7 still just being such a nuisance, as Fearless is going to be able to secure the purple buff. They're going to be looking for R7. 2 feather airstrikes connecting, but R7 is unkillable, and RRQ secure the turtle.
Beautiful distraction by R7 onto the members of Rebellion Zion, realizing that if they go for a 5v5 team fight in that turtle area, they wouldn't be able to secure that objective. So that was just perfectly timed, but the hook lands!
Goodbye.
And there you go.
That's a grab by Vin, just like you guys can grab food. Almost like Vin can grab Heis right there. With the discount code 90%, incredible value, as he's looking for more value here. Vin goes in. Fearless still able to actually get away from that one, is in the top side. Dyron gets out as well.
Esmeralda reminds me of someone, Mirko, perhaps. R7 Esmeralda reminds me of someone, but yeah, our RQ here, they are leading 2,000 gold lead.
Skylar's won one too, it reminds me of someone.
Ooh.
A lot of remembrance here on the English desk. I don't really remember anyone, but you're right here. RRQ HOSHI leading with a 1,500 gold lead, and they're looking to collapse onto Dyron in the top side.
Oh, almost a good predict there by Vin. Very close as Swaylo rotates up top. Fearless is looking for a play, but R7 is able to actually get out with the falling Star Moon. RRQ playing it very disciplinedly here. They've been able to hold their grasp, I guess, on that gold lead, but Albert might be too aggressive here. That's going to be the combo. Wombo coming in with Heis as well, with the Blazing Duet to the back lines, as the Feather Airstrike will be able to take Albert and R7 down. My goodness, one team fight might actually be able to turn the tides once again. Rebellion looking for the siege in the mid lane. RRQ trying to defend. Skylar needs to be very careful though. That's a beautiful hook by Vin to try to deny the turret take, but Rebellion say, we don't care. We don't need minions.
Ooh, and that's going to be another turret into the hands of Rebellion Zion. Initially, a 1,000 gold lead for RRQ HOSHI has completely diminished here, and if we saw correctly, Heis already equipped that golden staff here, Gunny.
Yeah, with this momentum shift, it seems like RRQ, they are now under pressure. And again, Heis on this cloud, timing is going to be needed to be so precise to somehow deal out damage to the right targets. We'll see here, execution, the First Lord, they are committing to it.
Oh man, RRQ, they're looking for an engage. Clay goes in for the flank, Heis able to dodge away, secures the Lord for the team as he goes in for the Blazing Duet, but away the Dragon actually is going to be able to catch him. Dyron falls to the crossbow attack. That's translated over from Heis. RRQ once again win the team fight, but Rebellion secure the neutral objective.
The Lord is already going to be marching in that mid side, but look at this. RRQ HOSHI, they're picking up the pace.
Janarko with I'm Offended, bringing Skylar back. R7 taken low. No way he just survives this, but he does.
What?
Again, the Feather Airstrike stops it. Fearless tanking the Iron Hook from Vin. RRQ still actually able to find more value in this team fight so far. Still holding on to the gold lead very, very well.
A very good execution there, RRQ HOSHI, forcing a fight on towards Rebellion Zion, even though they lost Lord. So let's win the team fight. And to the previous two exchanges, RRQ HOSHI, they won the trade. Again, they need to somehow focus to clear the minions first, and then perhaps reset. And item-wise, nothing significant has changed. But take a look at Barca here, already with that 2 items as well. And of course, 1-1 is building on towards that Malefic Roar. So again, expects a lot of damage. And Heis, though, he is also already reached his power spike item-wise. So it's just execution here from both teams. Seems like it's quite a stalemate. But objectives, of course, is heavily leaning towards Rebellion Zion.
Oh, wait a minute though, with Janarko with the conceal, they actually spot out RRQ, but the airstrike popped as well. Hei's gonna be hooked in the bloody hunt to lock him down. But look at the final blow onto the back lines in that choke point. Skylar looking for one more weakness point, going on to Dyron, but Dyron's still able to get out. He jumps in once again, able to find Finn, picking up a double kill before he falls. R7 with a falling Star Moon, able to pin Janarko down as Albert is gonna be looking for that way of the dragon. Rebellion Zion able to disengage. Mid and Roam traded in for XP and gold. I think RRQ still are able to win that trade.
Ooh, it was such a close game as well, because if you saw, the Way of Dragon was actually popped onto Suelo, but because nobody was able to kind of bring back the damage onto Suelo, he was still able to get out of there with the wings by wings. And the thing is, Suelo is going to be a huge factor to the winning conditions of Rebellion Zion, realizing that she started to scale, right? With both of those items already locked in, the Clock of Destiny and the Lightning Truncheon, her damage output is going to be huge. So it all comes back to timing. Can Suelo pop the Feather Airstrike as efficiently as possible, prevent it from being taken down or cancelled by RRQ HOSHI? And if they can definitely utilize that to the excellence in the damage.
I mean, if we're talking about Suelo, right, it's clear that damage dealt by Axe, he is now sitting in number 1. So, sure, all he needs to do, all Suelo needs to do is look out for his position. Don't ever overextend, and as well as, I guess, position himself in a very awkward position. So I guess, again, positioning-wise here for Suelo is going to be crucial for Rebellion Zion's side. Meanwhile, RRQ HOSHI, it seems like Skylar is popping off 7-0-1 in this game, and it seems like a lot of momentum that we're building towards the side of Rebellion Zion is just denied by this guy.
I mean, there's not much of a level difference, no, between the two teams. It's honestly quite even. RRQ HOSHI, they lead for a bit. Rebellion Zion opt to look for something. RRQ HOSHI with the concealed play. Vin actually misses that hook onto Haze, which is great. They really do need Haze to output that damage if they want to win this control on the Lord.
And right now, right, if we take a look at both of these teams, honestly, it comes down to targeting. And RRQ have been able to target the priority members better in these team fights, with Clay constantly just going in for the flank, but Fearless is going to be able to find Vin. Skylar going to be caught as well as the Blazing Wet is popped in. Skylar with nature still able to deny the damage as Clay once again going for the flank, but this time it did not work.
Skylar.
Crossbow tank popped in, able to dish out the damage, getting the damage down, but Hai's able to dodge away, jumps back into the BMI. Skylar taking low, final blow to the back lines as that's the eye for an eye as well. Dive to execute, gets a double kill, securing a 4-for-1 trade. Rebellion is massive, and so is Dyron with a triple kill by Samsung Galaxy A series.
That gold lead just shifted straight back into the hands of Rebellion Zion with 2,000. And that was brilliant by all of the members. Honestly, Suelo wasn't even able to be taken down by RRQ HOSHI. He was able to pop in that Feather Airstrike and use the Flicker to avoid the initiation coming in from Clay in towards that backline. And Clay instead was the one to be taken down. It's just so beautifully played there for Rebellion.
Amazing execution by Dyron there. Again, finding the right target and as well as the timing is so on point here. With this Lord push here, perhaps Rebellion Zion will of course clear that mid-outer turret. And if they're lucky, they can get a base turret. But then again, RRQ Hoshi, their high ground is quite okay. We'll have to see here how will they approach from both teams.
And when it comes down to siege potential, Rebellion Zion have a whole lot of that high ground poke that they can play with. Sway low with the Feather Airstrike is going to be massive. And obviously, Dyrant can just zone these members away with the final blow. RRQ going to be forced to go to that bottom side with the Feather Airstrike zoning them away. Rebellion using this to go and take the base turret. Finn with a very, very good play, but it's not going to be able to catch on NT1.
Oh,
Albert taken down by Highs. Dyrant going massive there. The Blazing Wind has popped in to zone Skylar away. R7 comes in, going to get stunned down, and has Chain coming in onto Ouija Narco, but that's only the roamer. Skylar picks up a kill, but 3 base turrets taken down by Rebellion Zion will mean that it's definitely worth it for the Rebels. But Highs, he wants more. He dashes back in with the BMI. Fearless coming in again, by the airstrike onto Vin. R7 wants to do the damage on the Sway low, but he does not care. In the back line, Skylar is able to find the crossbow tang onto Highs, onto Fearless. Not going to be able to melt him down, however, as Dyrant goes in for the final blow again. Now onto Skylar. 1v3, Dyrant looking for a massive play, has to execute. Has the eye for an eye, but he will lose his immortality. He will lose his life as well as Clay shuts him down. RRQ able to see or to survive another day.
But all the while, all those 3 lanes are still crashing onto RRQ Hoshi right now. 2 members taken down for Rebellion Zion will issue them to reset up for this next objective. Perhaps they are going to focus on that Lord and stay disciplined.
I gotta say, Rebellion Zion there, they overstayed a bit. They got a little bit greedy there, and RRQ Hoshi capitalized on Skylar again. They have 1-1, which can just somehow melt and give pressure to the composition of Rebellion Zion. So if they want to lead, they need to be careful.
Oh, okay. A concealed play coming in from RRQ Hoshi just to zone away the members of Rebellion Zion, as they do want to take and retake back what they lost in those buffs. But 16 minutes in, almost 17, Gunny. How are the items looking?
Both goal laners collected almost all 6 items here. It seems like both of them opted for a defense last item here. Perhaps a Immortal Foresight of Highs and Athena for Skylar. Meanwhile, Holy Crystal, Divine Glaive collected by this Farsa, again, giving pressure. The high ground siege potential is huge from the side of Rebellion Zion, and they need to exploit that composition.
Man, she's building full damage. She's going to be easily taken down, and that might be a mistake. I think they should look for a more defensive item, perhaps a Winter Truncheon at least, just in case play goes into that backside. I mean, we'll see right now, because RRQ Hoshi already setting up and they go in.
Yeah, onto Ouija Narco. Crossbow tang ready. You're going to be able to just go on to Sway low, and that's how it will happen. Highs jumps in with a blazing duet. That's not going to be enough. But look at the top side. Look at the top side. It's Dyrant coming in. He is going to be able to take the base down. RRQ focused too hard on the Lord. The base is wide open, and Dyrant seals the deal, taking a victory, leading the series.
Oh my god! That was so beautifully executed by Rebellion Zion. Goosebumps, nostalgia, flashbacks to the way Aura Fire played it against EVO's Legends with the split push strategy as RRQ Hoshi tunnel visioned on that Lord, and the first game falls into the hands of Rebellion Zion, perhaps a step closer to getting that ticket to the playoffs.
It happened to EVOS, and now it happened to the Kings of Kings. Rebellion Zion saying, look